What's up, everybody? Well, we're at attempt number 7. This is day 1 again. I'm gonna let you in on what happened. First, I'm gonna let you see what was supposed to be day 12. So, it's gonna be me introducing the video and then my workout. So, take a look at that. What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 12 of NoFap. The time is 8:20 a.m. Woke up 20 minutes ago. I am getting ready to head to the gym for ab and leg day. It's gonna be awesome. But before I do, quick update. I woke up with a nightmare about everything that happened to me with my grief. I believe this was prior to attempt number 4 of NoFap, and it screwed me up a little bit. Waking up, I was just like feeling like crap, but I was also feeling motivated because it reminded me of the pain it reminded me of the enormous amount of emotional pain that I went through, and it reminded me too of why I'm on this journey, why I'm working as hard as I am and doing the things that I'm doing and making the risks that I'm taking the risks that I'm taking. It's because I don't want to feel that way ever again. It's because I don't want to be that loser that I was, that had to suffer through that pain. And I feel crappy, but I also feel way more driven to do the things that I need to do today. And I think even without the nightmare tonight, or this morning, even without the nightmare, that wouldn't change. That wouldn't change that I still have to do the things that I have to do, that I need to do. Working my body, working my career, working my business, making money, just leveling up in every single possible way. And I think everybody should have this attitude. You know, it's one of the things that I would add to yesterday's question. What are the things that I would tell men, the 3 things that men need. So be on your purpose, be driven, and check out this workout. And we're back. What's up, everybody? It is 9:27 p.m. right now, and well, we're at day 1, and to go over what went wrong. So, as I was going to, I got back from working out, took a shower, had my protein shake, sat in front of the computer, started working on my business. And taking the business classes as well as working on it. And what happened was I hit a wall, a time wall, essentially, where things aren't left in my control anymore. And it was advertising. And I finally got to the point where I can finally start submitting advertisements, probably over to social media, starting with TikTok and Facebook, hopefully. And I paid for the advertisement, which wasn't, too bad. And it's going to take about 1 to 3 business days to get done. And from there, I was like, okay, great. And now I just wait. And so, since I couldn't really do anything except wait for my ads to come in, my store is up and running. I just have to start campaigning now. But I just stopped because there's nothing left for me to do. I could have done something else, but I stopped. And so I started watching YouTube videos. I started going online and just doing a bit of it started out as market research, and it ended up spicy content, and from spicy content to pornography. And so I told everybody, if I viewed pornography intentionally, that counts as a relapse. So this is day one, and it's a good lesson because of how busy I've been, that there was constantly work that I needed to do to be able to hit a wall and suddenly not have any work to do was something I wasn't used to for the past week or so, because of how much I've been working. And so when I finally hit that rest state, and I didn't have anything to occupy my time, I ended up watching pornography intentionally. So that was pretty much how it went down. But still, not gonna let it get me down too much. 7's a lucky number, so I'm pretty optimistic about this attempt. I know it's gonna be longer than my 6th attempt, but I'm pretty optimistic. Now, a quandary is, while waiting for my ad to come in, I have 1 to 3 business days. 1 to 3 business days. So what I can do in the meantime is further my career. I'm waiting for my headshots to come in so I can send them to my agent so that we can decide which ones we want retouched, which ones we want to have on my profile. I also need to reach out to my other headshot guy to get retouches, since he hasn't gotten back to me yet, which is strange. But yeah, those are the things on my to-do list. I think I need to update my to-do list, actually. But I guess finding the lull of something I just want to have courage about, courage and strength, is to be able to just say no. And I think I need to get into that mindset. And I think everybody should get into that mindset of, no, that's not who I am. I don't watch pornography. I don't relapse. I don't do all that stuff anymore, because that's no longer a part of me. And I think getting caught in that identity of porn addict can be detrimental to, because once you identify as porn addict, you start making excuses to view pornography. Because I'm trying to stop being a porn addict, but I am a porn addict, and so, it's inevitable. I think that's the wrong mindset to have. And I think that would help a lot of people that are currently going through any kind of addiction, is to no longer identify as an addict, but as a person that just no longer does those things, because that's not who they are. And that's something that I didn't fully comprehend, or at least even attempt to try, because I didn't realize that I was identifying as a porn addict. What we hold ourselves and our identity to is what gives that identity power. If I identify as a Christian, there's power in the word Christian. So when somebody insults my identity as a Christian, I start to feel insulted. If I wasn't a Christian, somebody insulted Christians, I wouldn't feel insulted because I didn't identify with it. So the things that I choose to identify with are what make me. And I know that I want to, and I know that I choose to identify to be a Christian. I choose to identify to be as a man, not a boy anymore, a man. I choose to identify as now a business owner. I choose to identify as an actor, a dancer, a singer, an entertainer. And I also, without even deciding, because I've been one more than half of my life, I had chosen to to identify as a porn addict, and I want to drop that identity. So I'm gonna do that from now on. And whenever pornography comes up or whenever spicy content just comes up, I'm just like, that's not me. That's not something I do because I don't identify. And I think that can be a powerful tool to use. It's something that I realized just a few moments ago after my relapse is that's not me. So for those of you who's struggling, I don't know how, I can't guarantee this to work. It makes sense in my head, but only time will tell if this will work. But from now on, I don't identify as a porn addict. I identify as a normal dude. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's get to your questions. By the way, Gray, my video is up. Is going to be up after this, so you'll be able to see it in your subscription feed if you subscribed, which I'm sure you did. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching these videos. But JD, I see you're working on the LSIT. Dude, it's hard, man. It's hard. New gym workout progress pics. I'll do that tomorrow because it's resetting to now. I'm doing bicep and back tomorrow, so that'll be. I'll post some pics tomorrow for sure. Answer your question. Biggest life-changing moment. Had your own near-death experience 5 years ago. Appreciate people in life, particularly friends and close family. Additionally, after that, there we go. Reorganize your whole life. Get zoned in. Grad school, healthcare worker. Nice. That is what I decided to do too. With that whole near-death experience was to reorganize my life. I had wasted so much time playing video games, not taking my career seriously, and taking people for granted. I definitely made a huge shift from a near-death experience, and I think if you had a near-death experience and nothing in your life changed, then you're probably already in a good place. But it definitely makes you come to terms with your own mortality and how much time you have on Earth. And it's not a lot of time. It's not as much time as anybody thinks it is because it can be gone in a second. Like it'll feel like a second when you're on your deathbed. So I don't want to waste any of that time. I want to make sure that I live a fulfilling life, a life that is, as a Christian, serves, is glorifying to the Lord, and second, a life that I can take care of the people around me, and to have friends that push me to move forward constantly, and constantly improve, people I can have fun with, but people that also challenge me. I want friends like that. And so far, I don't have a whole lot of friends like that. Searching for them is tough, especially in the society we live in now, where everybody's telling you you don't need to change, you're perfect the way you are. That's BS. That's a whole bunch of BS. Everybody always has room to improve, and they should, no matter how painful that improvement will be. Everybody should constantly be improving. What was your life's biggest plot twist? Probably I was all in on I was all in on my career as an actor. Like that, I was all in on that from the get-go. And to go through the grief that I went through and then finally make that change, I realized I no longer want to be poor. That was the biggest plot twist. I was prepared to be poor when I decided I wanted to be an actor and I'm going to pursue this career to the fullest extent. I don't care how poor I'm going to be. I don't care if I have to live in destitute, because I know at the end of the journey, I will have become a successful actor to the point where I can sustain myself. The biggest plot twist now is I still want to do that, but I'm no longer willing to be poor, which is why I've started my own business, and which is why I'm trying many different money-making tactics. as well as pursuing my career. So, yeah, that was the biggest plot twist. But I'm no longer willing to be poor. I'm no longer willing to be skinny. I'm no longer willing to be unhealthy. I'm no longer willing to be overly effeminate. Because that's the way I used to be too. And it got laughs. And I did it for attention and laughs. But I no longer care about that. Attention's done me nothing. It has done me no good. The only attention I like is if it is somebody wanting to hire me. If it's for my job, the attention is for my career, which is great. But as for a social life, as for making a fool of myself and disrespecting myself, having no big self-respect, I'm no longer willing to do that anymore. But yeah, it was a big plot twist, going through that grief and then coming out on the other end as a completely different man. But yeah, that's how I'd answer that question. Greg, the tribal dance in the video was a giant turning point. Oh, nice. College freshman year. I thought it was like a high school performance. All right. Without giving away who I am in the video, I was nearly physically fit as I am now. Oh, okay. At first, I was so terrified because I was going to literally be naked on stage except for a loincloth. Polynesians. I mean, honestly, every terrifying tribe and clan and army in history went to war completely naked, because if you wore armor, you were scared for your life. If you were completely naked and just you weren't concerned about death. You were only concerned about killing. That's how you scare the crap out of your enemies. Which is it's a very effective war tactic. But nowadays, not so much, because they'll just shoot you. But historically, the people that weren't concerned about their own life and were only concerned about the number of kills they can get and the glory and honor they'll receive ran out there naked with weapons out, ready to slaughter in the name of king and country. So, anyway, I don't know why I went on that tangent. Joined the Asian Cultural Society in my college. Nice. Felt so subconscious because a lot of guys me are super buff. Those guys were pretty buff, but hey, I just think people that never judge my body. How do you know? Those are the people that matter. Those are the people that that you should keep in your life for sure. Like I'm looking for those people right now. But the people that constantly encourage you, that don't look down on you because you're not in the same stage of life as they are, those are the people you want to hang out with. People that push you to become not only like them, to become better than them. Those are the people that are worth keeping around. Going to the gym in the summer afterwards, nice. Encouraged me to break out of the super introverted shell. Not to be afraid to be let loose and be goofy like that on stage. Nice. Those are a good group of guys then. Forever blessed to have met those men and become lifelong friends. One of them being a lifting coach for a while. Nice, dude. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with being introverted. I'm an introverted person. And does that mean I'm awkward outside, socially? No. I know how to hold a conversation. I know how to get to know somebody. It's just that if I spend too much time with people, I start getting really tired. And I need my alone time. My alone time is very important to me. I want to either work out alone, or watch videos alone, or read alone, go through my Bible alone. Like, I need and it's not a majority of the time either. Like, I just need a little bit of time to rest, to recuperate. Otherwise, I start to get really annoyed. and I just start losing patience with people. But I don't think there's wrong with being introverted or extroverted. It's just where you get your energy from. That, people get their energy from being around other people. Some people get their energy with doing the things that they want to do by themselves. That's me, you know. And it's different. That doesn't mean introverted doesn't mean socially awkward. It just means that's how you get your energy back, you know, how you recharge. Question for today: what motivated you to start working out, and when in your life was it? So I didn't start to seriously work out. And I think there's different stages of my life when I started working out. So I used to work at a climbing gym where I was motivated to work out because it was something I could do before work. It was just something I could do before work, and I wanted to get strong because a bunch of people, all of my coworkers were way buffer than I am. They were freaking ripped because they were climbers. I joined the climbing gym with no climbing experience. Like, I worked for a climbing gym with no climbing experience. So, yeah, everybody around me was super ripped, super buff, climber bodies, forearms freaking rippling with veins. I was like, I want to get there. And so I started working out. And then I stopped after I hit college. Once I hit college, I stopped working out because every single day during dance classes was pure cardio. I was constantly doing cardio. And I was not in bad shape, but definitely I wasn't buff. I was just losing a lot of weight. When I finally started getting buff was, I believe, my 7th semester, so my senior year at art school. And they were doing a show that I really love called Aida. And I wanted to be, I freaking love that show. And I wanted to be the main character. And the main character spends the entire show pretty much with his chest out. He's got like a Aladdin vest at best. And so he had his chest out, his abs, other than the vest, the Aladdin vest, and like some pants, everything was bare. And so I was like, I need to get buff. I had 2 months to make it happen. So what I did was I went on keto. I did the insanity workout, and I worked out 3 times a day. No, not 3 times a day. Sorry, 3 times a week. And I got freaking ripped. I got jacked. I lost a lot of body fat. My abs, you could see my 6-pack. My chest was looking great. My shoulders were extremely broad. My triceps were just bulging. I was ready to play that part. I auditioned. I did way better than everybody else. But the system is very bureaucratic. And because I was an unknown compared to somebody that was like constantly in a show and white, they gave it to him. And so the minute that I found out I was no longer that I wasn't going to be the main character, nor was I even cast in the show, I had a burger. And I stopped working out because of that. And now the reason I started working out wasn't because of my grief. It was way before that too. But I started working out just because I wanted to stop being a lazy piece of crap. I wanted to stop. The friends that I hung out with a few months ago when we were gaming, we have a channel that's dedicated to working out, and only one person would post there, and that guy stopped playing video games with us. He would hop in just to talk with us once in a while, but for the most part he was focusing on what he was doing since he worked at a ranch. He was focusing on what he did at the ranch as well as what he was doing at the gym, and he would post it quite a lot. And I was motivated basically by him. So I started working out. I did a lot of things at home. I did Insanity for 2 months. I finished the entire program before I started weight training. I only did Insanity. But after Insanity, that's when I started weight training. And then that was during In the Heights. So I think I know I started working out in February. February is when I started working out. So 5 months, 2 months of those were dedicated to Insanity. So I've been doing weight training for 3 months. Not too much cardio, but I knew I just wanted to get buff. I wanted to get more bulky. So I've been doing weight training for 3 months. And here I am now, constantly just I got a gym membership, as you know, a few weeks ago. So yeah, I've been loving it. Something that I am going to change from now on is my diet. So I've been bulking a bit, but I think I'm going to go with something that I did a lot of research on. have heard a lot of people talk about, but I want to go on a carnivore diet, which is just meat and meat products. I want to do that. And I've been on keto before, so I know kind of what to expect. But on keto, I had dairy, and I've also had vegetables. But I know quite a few people that have been on a carnivore diet. I'm curious to see what'll happen. I want those kinds of results. So I'm gonna start trying a cardio diet, which means I'm going to be buying a lot of meat from here on out from the stores, which is going to be interesting. I'm very curious. And then if I'm ordering food, I'm ordering like a steak essentially. But yeah, that's what's going on in my life right now. As for NoFap, I mean, I already explained as for NoFap, but thank you guys for your questions. Thank you guys for the comments. Great, thank you for the video. It was pretty fun reacting to it. I could see like those guys, if those guys were, I don't know, just looking at those guys, they seem like a really cool bunch of dudes, really probably got you super ripped too. So yeah, hold on to them. Yeah, those are definitely lifelong friends. But yeah, I am going to ask my question now, which is, what's my question? What's something that you guys, what's something that you guys wish you had learned when you were younger? Something that you know now that you wish you knew when you were younger. And for me, it would probably be, like, what would you say to your past self, essentially? Like, what would you say to your past self? Think back 10 years ago, what would you say? So I'm 28. If I was to go back to my 18-year-old self, I would tell him, the world is lying to you. Everybody that ever taught you anything about the world is lying to you. They are 100% doing you a huge disservice. What you need to know is that you need to take more risks. You need to go through a lot of pain. You need to put yourself out there and get hurt so that you can learn to overcome, so that you can move past it and become a stronger person, so that you don't have to, so that you don't waste any of your time. You're 18. This is the perfect time to start working out, start making a crap load of money, further your career, because you already know what you want to do. You knew what you wanted to do since you were 12. You wanted to be an actor. Go for it. But make a crap load of money. That's it. Start working out, make a crap load of money, and pursue the thing that you've wanted to pursue since you were 12. Don't just sit there. It's not like life's not gonna hand it to you. You gotta reach out and grab it by the balls and claim it for yourself. Because nobody's going to do it. You're just going to waste years. You're gonna waste years of your life doing what you're doing now, which is playing video games and just screwing around, being a nervous wreck, being socially awkward. Just take the chance and get hurt. That would be my advice to my past self. So look back 10 years ago. What would you say to yourself 10 years ago? But yeah, that's my question for you guys. This video's gone on really long, so I'm going to cut it there. Thank you all for watching. Stay strong, stay focused. I'm with you guys. You guys are with me. I'll see you tomorrow.